Yankee and the Brit. Yes, Yankee and the Brit.
One is a genius,
The other's a twit. On the radio, the Deans have been
Yankee and Brit and the RTM Radio Network over here on a Saturday night.
And we are just trying to get him on the line now. Ring, ring.
Ring-a-ding-ding.
Hello.
Hey, good evening.
How you doing?
There he is. Thought you were up on us.
No. I was just actually listening to you. Am I on the air now or not?
You were in the bathroom.
No, I wasn't. Hey, listen, I'll never tell anyways. so don't even think going there.
Don't worry, it won't be long. We'll all be able to smell where you were. I mean, tell where you were.
All right. I'll give you 20 minutes to stop that.
So how you doing? Everything all right?
Good, very good, very good. Oh my God! What a world! My goodness! I mean, not that long ago I was just throwing tunes out there, and now all of a sudden here we are. What do I do?
I must admit, the way you talk, it doesn't sound the way you sing.
Oh, I know. I'm from Massachusetts, so obviously, yeah.
I think Jerry's been pulling my leg. I'm sure she said you were French.
I am French.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah. Now, listen, we got a bad storm going on here, so I'm having a hard time a little bit hearing you, but, it's cat and dogs out here right now, but I'll try my best. I'm on a cell phone, so it shouldn't have a problem.
Oh, if your signal goes bad, you just have to stand on one leg and stick some tinfoil on your head and stick your arms out, and you can talk just fine.
Now, who's from the UK or whatever overseas? You? Or I thought it was your husband.
I'm the Yankee, he's the Brit.
Okay, all right.
You're not really going to buy that, are you?
No, I'm not.
Thank you.
Oh my goodness! But anyways, no, serious. I've had a ball. It's just my world's been shaking. I mean, think about it.
Tell us about your music.
You said you're from Massachusetts?
Yes, I am originally. Yes, I was born in Mass, and I moved to Tennessee to do music, and it's been, well, look at me now. I mean, it's been pretty good. I've actually played with some real talented guys. Like Marty Robbins, bass player that is still in touch with, and actually a few of the songs that I actually have put on there. I've actually mentioned them guys.
Very good.
But lately I've been doing a lot of music that's already pre-made, only because it's ready to go. I mean, I can put my voice to it, and within an hour I'm back on the air again with it. And so, but it's been a whirlwind for me.
How long have you been a musician?
Well, oh my God, I started when I was 8 years old.
Really?
And yeah. I mean, when I was 8 years old, I had a neighbor, of the friend of the family, who played chords. 3, 4, 5, 6 chords. And at that time, I remember laying in bed and hearing this guy play, and I'm like, wow. Those things sound like diamonds to my ears. So one day I just decided to ask him to teach me. Well, he said sure, but unfortunately I didn't realize, being 8 years old, that I'm left-handed and he's right, and I didn't know that difference, obviously. And I kept turning the guitar to the opposite side, and he says, I'll tell you right now, I can't turn my strings around from top to bottom to teach you. He says, either you learn the way I'm going to teach you, or we're just going to have to call it a day. And I said, no. I mean, no, I want those diamonds in my hands now, So I decided to I learned right-handed guitar, and that's what I've been playing since,
Did you really?
And I did, yeah. So I'm playing right-handed guitar, and I'm a left-handed person. And, but I mean, I don't know what to say. I don't know. But anyways, so here I was about 10 years old. I ended up being in the Cub Scouts, playing for my first gig on stage for the Cub Scouts. And then I was 14 and started playing in bars, and there was the story of, me playing music pretty much all my life.
Boy, when I was in the Cub Scouts, I was making Pinewood Derbies.
I wasn't very good at that. I was not very. Mine looked like a square box that came out of the box.
You mean it was easier to learn to play right-handed than it was to make a Pinewood Derby?
You're bad.
Let's rewind here. What is a Pinewood Derby?
Okay, a Pinewood Derby is basically what they do is they give you a square piece of wood. and 4 nails and four wheels, and you got to make a car that looks like a car. And well, obviously, I didn't have some of these people. Some of these kids out there had fathers that were in the machine shops and this. I mean, they made them look like little race cars, where mine looked like the square piece of wood that came out of the box. I didn't have no shape to it, no nothing. I tried to whittle the best I could with a knife and whatever. But anyways, what you do is you basically put the wheels on this square whatever, and it goes down the. They put a racetrack. And they put 2 of them, and it turns out whatever's best ends up being, winning the thing. But anyways, enough of Pinewood Derby. You're trying to bring me back too damn far.
The hardest part of the Pinewood Derby for me was trying to get the weight right on it.
Oh, I'm telling you, I know. And that's funny, because when you bring up the Derby, there was a guy that actually played guitar. He was awesome. And again, I'm in awe. So, the cars weren't in my interest back then, But to be honest with you, music has been in my life all my life, and as you can probably tell by the way I talk, it's an enthusiasm that I've always had, from a very young age. And I'm telling you right now, I am just loving where we're going with this right now. I got Jerry's a good friend, and she supports me, pretty heavily on my music. You. Oh, I'm telling you.
Oh, she's hiding out. By the way, she's hiding out in the poison ivy right now, so she can listen to you instead of going in, and she's supposed to be.
I'm sorry, Jerry, but you're on your own on that one.
She went in and told them all that she has the Brit disease and that she's got a bandage down below.
Oh, but anyways, but as you can see, it just started, with trying to make friends and stuff like that, and now it's turning around where people are friending me constantly to the point where they want to hear my music, and I'm really, really enjoying that. I get up in the morning now at 6 o'clock, where I used to get up at 8 o'clock in the morning, and now I'm up at 6 o'clock, and I feel it's like Christmas morning every morning with all the gorgeous comments and
that's nice.
And the fun that I'm having at it, And I think I shock a lot of people because they think, because I live around Nashville, I must be whatever, And when I return talking back to them, they're shocked because they, like, you're talking to me? It's like, well, yeah, you just said something that was very nice. I want to answer you. But these people are very shocked to see that I've been called celebrity. But needless to say, I'm no celebrity. I just love music. My biggest thing, it's just like what I do for fixing cars. You do it long enough, eventually you're going to get it right sooner or later. And that's kind of like what it is for music as well as it is for fixing cars.
Yeah, that's not necessarily true.
Okay, well, at least it was for me.
Hey, let me ask you about this song, the one, Me and Paul.
Yeah, you wouldn't believe that. I said to my wife, "Oh my God, you did the song that I'm not lying to you. I probably did that on the second take." I remember a keyboard player that was in my band years ago that sang that song. And I said, "Oh, I like that tune. I'm going to try it." I think that was like the second take. And I said, "I can't believe they're playing my weakest song." I'm serious. Oh, there's songs that I feel like, oh, my God, anyways, I've got a lot more songs to shine with, you know what I'm saying? But one thing I've been enjoying myself, actually, majority of the songs that you picked for playing before I came on are songs that I might have sang twice, maybe 3 times, and then recorded it. And I like doing spontaneous because, to me, that's like at my top. I'm gonna be at my peak when I'm on my toes. Would you believe I'm having harder times doing songs that I've been doing for years, recording them and having to do it over and over and over and over and over and over. And these are songs that I grew up with. I'm actually doing better than songs that I just learned an hour before I recorded them.
Well, what style is that song? It's like a Mexican-American kind of thing.
Well, Me and Paul is basically country. That's a Willie Nelson tune. He basically, of course, did it. And like I said, I'm like, oh, my God. I can hear myself stump. Here's another thing. I'm my worst critic. I will kick my butt left and right if I feel that I ain't quite right with the song. And I always want to be top, on my top of my game, obviously, But you did play one song on there that I really, the Elvis tune, But I'll tell you, that was, I enjoyed that. That's a song I felt like, man, that made it happen. Thank you very much for doing that for me. You guys are really, really awesome. I'll be honest with you, I'm going to be a listener forever. I've enjoyed them. I really have. Thank you so much.
Yeah, was that intentional that you sang that to sound like Elvis, or did it just come out that way?
I've been singing not singing like him, but my voice sounds like him. I mean, it's just natural. I mean, no matter what I try to do, it's my voice sounds like Elvis. And I've had people say, "My God, you and him are the only two people I want to ever hear." And it's like, wow, I'm not lying to you. I feel, God Almighty, I'm blessed. I really am, because.
Did you have a Elvis influence while you were growing up or anything?
Oh, absolutely. Who hasn't? I mean, think about it.
That's what I was going to say. Who hasn't?
Exactly. I mean, when I was about 14, I had a lead guitar player in my band that idolized him, and he, showed me the Hawaiian album that Elvis did, and I mean, I was like in awe. I was like, oh my God, well, who is this guy? What is he about? And, I mean, I ate, slept, drank him in the whole 9 yards. I bought the shirt, teeth, and the whole 9. But anyway, I wasn't trying to imitate him. My voice naturally sounds a lot like him. I think that's where I maybe could say I'm most comfortable. I don't know what to say, but
maybe you just shook up.
Okay, I'll go with that.
Bad joke, Donna. Bad joke.
But anyways, no, I just don't know where this is going. I mean, just short 6 to 8 months ago, it was just a dream, and here it is coming true. And I mean, every time I put a song, I mean, I see the people telling me, "Oh my God, that soothed my soul. That did so much for me." And it's like, wow.
Well, there's a lot of Elvis.
Where are we going? Where's my life going? Hey, would you believe here? I live in a little town called Woodbury, and they have an auction every Saturday night. And the auctioneer, I just happened to catch just before she went up on podium. And so I brought it to my car and played my CD. And she was floored and says, "Oh my God, you're going to make it." And it's like, come on, no, I don't know about make it, but you know what? All I know is I'm 10 feet above the ground lately, and I don't know if I'll ever hit the ground as it's going. So I'm not kidding you. I almost feel like I want to slow down just a tiny bit for maybe a couple of days, let loose. I'm actually going to relax a tiny bit and try to grasp a little bit more reality, because I'm not lying to you. I feel like I'm going 1,000 miles an hour, and and that's a funny thing. 1 minute I'm walking under the hood of a car and I think of a song. Next minute I'm in a studio. If I was hiring a guy that did exactly what I did, I would have fired him a long time ago. I'll tell you right now, because I'm half under the hood and halfway in my studio most of the time, and that's why people. Go ahead.
Do you have other guys working for you in your garage?
Oh, no, I'm a one-man show here. So not only I have 2 homes that I have one rented, of course, and that's doing pretty good. And the other home, of course, I have a mortgage, which is mine. And, I fix cars, and would you believe, just yesterday, here I'm doing Fast as You, and all of a sudden I did, full-wheel brake job and wheel cylinders and all. I'm not kidding you. I've got grease, and I've got, and I'm ready to fly on it down microphone and give it my all. I'm telling you, it's just like the blood is flowing so fast in my veins that I feel rejuvenated. I really do. I'm telling you, the people have showed me so much love, and I'll tell you right now, I want to show it back, because, oh my goodness, I've never had anything like this. The closest thing I should say I had to something like this is when we lived in Massachusetts, but I would drive to New Hampshire and do a lot of gigs up there. And I had a band that was together we were together like 20 years. We got so good and so tight that when we moved to New Hampshire, Massachusetts not into country as much as New Hampshire. Go into New Hampshire, and we felt like we were the Beatles. We did a set, and all of a sudden we come off the stage, and everybody's swarming us, and I'm like, what is going on here? We've been doing all this for how many years now, and now all of a sudden we're noticed like that, and I feel the same way now, what's going on, and I think what scared me back then when I was in New Hampshire, the fame of that, it's a scary thing, and it's an unsure ground where you stand. But I'll be honest with you, I don't think I'd trade it for the world right now. You know what I'm saying? I feel like I'm on top of the world.
That's a beautiful
But
thing.
I hope I'm not talking too much. Maybe you guys want to talk too. I'll back off a minute here.
Hey, this is your minute, man. Let it roll.
Oh, thank you so much. I don't know how long you guys want me on here, by the way.
When we've had enough, we'll just turn you off.
Oh, no.
Got that music.
No, I'm telling you, I'm having a ball, and I hope a lot of the people did tune in because I really enjoy them. And like I say, you start to get to know people that you've never met, and you know where they're coming from with illnesses, and oh man, I've had people say, my God, your song was the last person. I'm not going to mention names, but somebody had passed away, and my songs were the last thing they heard. And it's like, oh my God! Or can I play this song at my daughter's wedding? Or can I play this song at my funeral? And it's like, oh my God, people, come on! I mean, it's like, I love it. God, but it's scary. I mean, you're touching people's real lives, and
something you didn't see coming, I take it.
Oh God, no! Who would have thought that? I mean, think about it. Here you are trying to enjoy some singing, and now somebody wants your song to play at their funeral. It's like, oh no, that's not what I thought it was going. But anyways, you know what? My music is for whatever, and I don't care where it goes, as long as I know the people's hearts are in the right place to want it, obviously. I mean, who doesn't want that? Think about it. Everybody who ever has a drive for music. But anyway, beyond that, my life has been surrounded with music so much that it puts new energy in my body every day, and especially now. God Almighty, now. I mean, think about it. Oh my goodness. Like I said, I say this to the people. I feel like, oh, that's another thing. I keep saying to the people, don't put comments because I feel like I'm looking for comments. But no, I want to let them know where I stand and how I feel, to let them know how much I'm appreciating them, And, I mean, their comments are beautiful. It's like Christmas morning every morning. You get up to Australia leaving comments, the UK, the Germany. I'm not lying to you. I did this as an experiment. I said to them, where's my music being played? Oh my God, it was like 200 response in no time at all, and it's all over the world. I actually had somebody, can I come to Kenya? Kenya, where the heck is, oh yeah, that's in South Africa. My wife had to tell me about that one. I'm like, whoa, I'm not kidding you. Where are we going, I say this all the time. My voice and my singing are in places my body will never be. And
maybe you
I'm
can
sure
get
that's like that with a lot of musicians.
Maybe you can get a paid vacation to Africa.
I don't know. All I know is, that's another thing. I know I'm doing a lot of cover tunes. You know why? Because I'm very comfortable with that. I've been doing cover tunes all my life. There's a few songs that I've written out there. They're okay, but I love doing cover tunes. And I've said this to a few people out there. I feel like I'm giving CPR to a lot of the old tunes that we grew up with, And, I mean, it's just, I feel like yesterday I did that Fast As You song. I had me a ball with that, and I put it to, I don't know if you saw the video, but I put it to these, quarter-mile race, and I mean, these cars are flying down the road. I'm not lying to you. That's exactly how I feel. But you know what? I wouldn't trade it for $1 million because, and that's another thing. I am selling CDs like crazy, and it's like I tell them, okay, I've got 5 country and oldies, CDs, and I have a Christmas one. I get a reply, I want all 6. And it's like, my God, aren't you ever going to get sick of me? I mean, don't get me wrong. I like but that's another thing. I like my own music so much that I entertain myself with it because I am my worst critic, and when I do something good, I want to hear it over and over and over because it's a song that I actually fell in love with before I ever sang it. And that's where it really should be with most people as far as singing goes, You got to really love what you're doing and put your whole heart and soul, and that's another thing. Let God, working in your heart to the point where it'll direct you in places, and this is where I'm at. But anyways, I don't know. Am I talking too much? But
do you do you write a lot of your own songs, or have you written any?
I've done a few. Yeah, Made in America is one of them. I did, and I did these. It's a military song, you know. I got a mind block when it comes to my own songs. Go figure. But you know, I've done a few songs, you know, like a military song I've done. I'll throw that on there real soon. But you know, one thing that really bothers me is every time I try to throw a song on the sites, or I have 3 accounts. On the account that really has a lot of you know, friends, I should say. And what ends up happening is I'm always getting hit for royalties, saying, you know, this is not your song, you know, blah, blah, blah. And it's like, I know that. I get that. But I'm just doing, you know, basically what I'm getting at is because they're constantly doing that on sites that I have the most people on, I can't put the songs on that. So I'm resorting to my third site, which I just opened up a couple of weeks ago, only has a couple of hundred people on it, and when I put it on my group, it doesn't tag a lot of people because it doesn't have that many friends to it. And so people really have to go on my site to see everything that I'm doing, only because I'm constantly getting slapped in the hand, and when they slap me in the hand, they're knocking me off for sometimes. I got a site, my goodness, I put one song on and they knocked me off again. It took me a week to get a song on there. I get one song, I get slapped on the hand, it's been down for a whole week. The one that has 5,000 people to is getting slapped constantly in the hand for one song. What I'm trying to say is to the people, go on my site, Paul Marcil's site, and follow through. If you want to follow 100%, I will be there all the time throwing something new on there, because I'm telling you right now, I'm either under the hood of a car fixing something or in my studio kicking out a new tune. It's something I'm really thriving to do. And, you know, right now, I'm not kidding you, I'm doing songs more so now that I've never done in my life. And I'm having more fun with that than the songs that I grew up with since I was a kid, like the Johnny Cash tunes that I've done, you know?
Do you ever
Don't get me wrong, I love them. Go ahead.
Do you ever sleep?
With the adrenaline lately, should I? Wait a minute. Okay, here's something I shouldn't be saying. That I have to take 2 Benadryls just before I go to bed. Otherwise, I won't sleep. I am so wired every night. It's unbelievable. I need that to cut me down, and it knocks me out, and I get up at 6 in the morning.
Yeah, but it sounds like you're having a hell of a good time.
Well, who wouldn't? I mean, think about it. You almost feel like on the top of the world. And you know what? I want to say something that's really fantastic. I am willy-nilly friending anybody who wants to be my friend. I don't care. In other words, I'll friend them, and it's a chance that maybe they'll never friend me back. But you know what? There's that chance that I'm throwing out there. And for them to be in my group and never had a heckler yet, I'm like, holy cows. I've been heckled in smaller bars, but the world, I haven't been touched. It's like, where is this going? Maybe I should have stayed away from the booze when I was in the bar. That's my problem was. That's, I think, maybe what it should have been.
Sounds like it's going in the right direction.
Oh, it sure has. I'm telling you right now. I'm going a million miles an hour.
Do you play any other
instruments? You know what? I'm sorry?
Do you play any other instruments?
I play bass guitar. I play a little bit of keyboard. A lot of the songs that I've been doing, at least on the keyboard, it already has the pre-made stuff, and I know the chords, so obviously I'll just let it play the chords on that. But there are songs that I actually have on. The French song is one of them, where you'll actually hear me play every instrument. And there's a good friend of mine, Ron Scheer, who's a very, very known steel player in Nashville, that likes to come to my shop to have his car fixed, and I always take advantage of that by having him play steel on my songs. And we became very, very close friends. You know, he was actually one of the members that was in my band when I had Marty Robbins, bass player, and I also had Johnny Paycheck's keyboard player in my band back then. And I mean, we were playing all over Nashville. I mean, oh, what a! And you know how many people would actually come up to me and say, where can we buy your records? And it's like, we don't have no records. And that was before what what's going on in my world now. And many people would say, my God, you guys should be famous. Why are you playing these small dives or whatever? Not dives, but, these small clubs. And, but now I realize I don't even want to chase that dime anymore. I want to do 100% what I've been doing in my little studio. And I'm not kidding you. I built that on a dream. Here's the truth. That room was supposed to be my office for my workshop. I built it thinking it was going to, and I ended up making a studio out of it. It's a 10 by 10 room. The music that you're hearing is coming out of a 10 by 10 room. And what I do is, I do not have the internet hooked up in that room whatsoever. I don't want the viruses. I don't need any hums. I don't need nothing. So what I do is I'll take a song from the master computer that's in the house, bring it to my studio, put it in that computer that's in my studio, and then kick out the song, and it goes right back in that flash drive. And a lot of people, I'm going to tell you something, it's really funny. A lot of people will never know this. These songs that I do daily, every time I'm done with it, goes into my pocket, just like a pack of cigarettes, so it's close to my heart. All I'm trying to say is, when I come back into this house, it's flying back out into the world, but it touched my heart before it left me. But anyways, I'm telling you, what a joy it's been. Am I talking too much? All I can say is I'm going a million miles an hour.
That's your time to shine, baby.
Hey,
Let it happen. I love it. I love a good story, too.
I was going to ask, do you have any plans to get back in a band again?
I've had people ask me, where are you playing? Are you doing any concerts and stuff like that? I don't know. I don't know. You know what? I like to do this lately only because a lot of the tunes that I'm actually been doing lately are songs that I've never done in my life. So I always feel I have that second and third chance where the stage won't bring that. You follow what I'm saying? So I don't know. But I've done the gigs on stage for so many years. I mean, so many, and don't get me wrong, I love the connection with the people when you see their eye to eye, and I mean, they're just eating you up. I've had that. I mean, it's a thrill that it's an adrenaline that just takes over you. It just takes you in places where you would never dream to go. But anyways, I don't know. I really don't know. And I'm not lying to you. I already know me like a book. If I had a venue that I had to play for 10,000 people, I think I'd probably have an ulcer before I made it to the stage. I'm not kidding you. I've had what they call Crohn's disease since I was about 18, and so I'm susceptible to having acid problem big time, and so I'm always on that medication. But yeah, I've been there to the point. But you know what? I think I've grown in my music enough that maybe within reasons, I don't think I would be as scared as I used to. You know what I mean? But one thing I'm telling you right now, it's so great to be appreciated. Oh my God! It's like when how many times can somebody tell you they love you? I mean, to the point, it's like, oh my God, my head's getting, here's another thing, this is funny. I have a 13-foot wide door in my garage. I have to make it wider because my head won't fit in it anymore. That's getting to the point. Oh, it's unbelievable. That's an ongoing joke I've had going for a little bit. I can't sit through. I have a little door and I have a big door. I can't sit through the little one anymore. I got to go for the 13-foot wide one.
Do you own a wrecker?
No, I do not. I have a buddy of mine that lives up the road, does all my record service.
Time to get a bigger one.
Okay, that's another thing. I have had so many great customers that have been behind me in even my music. They know me. I am the type of person that likes to wear my heart in my sleeve, you could say. And I love the fact that people, enjoy me for me, I'll never be a phony. I don't like being phony. I despise it and never be it. And so if I can't wear my heart in on my sleeve, then you don't know me. That's how I will always be. And I think that's what shocks a lot of the people that try to connect with me. They think they're putting a comment out there that will never seen or read or answered to, and I will answer to them. It's sometimes within minutes, depending on if I'm out there, and it shocks them, and I love that. I love the connection. I feel the connection is like more so than just the music. You know, it's one thing to throw music out there, and yeah, you put your heart in it and all that stuff. It's another thing when you got the people's heart coming back to you. What a feeling! I mean, think about what I'm saying. I mean, these people coming back to you. You know, they didn't even know you from A to Adam, but yet I've made a connection with my music that will touch them for the rest of their days, and I've been told that some people don't even want to hear other artists, and it's like, okay, come on, please don't do that. I mean, I love singing. I will always put my heart, and that's another thing. I love putting my heart in every song I will touch. And if I don't, it won't go on. And if I do put it on because I was in that fast moment, I will hear it and take it down real fast. I've heard a couple of tunes that I had to do that because I felt like, no, it just wasn't there. Something wasn't there. So I had to take it back down only because I was nervous when I did it, or I didn't know the tune very well, or, you know, in that case. But anyways.
The more I listen to you talk, the more I hear your Boston accent. What made you move from
yeah.
What made you move from Boston to Tennessee?
What do you think? Music. I mean,
well, was that the only reason? I mean, there was no other reason.
Well, yeah. Well, I mean, it's also cheaper to buy houses down here. I mean, serious. I mean, to buy a house up north, you pay $150,000, $160,000. Down here, you can buy a house for $70,000, and the taxes are like $400 or $500 a year. I mean, so the finances are a lot easier to handle down here than ever I was up north. When I left New Hampshire, my home taxes were $3,000 a year, and that was more outstanding than my mortgage was due. And I felt, man, I got to make a change here. And don't get me wrong, I also made that change so I can get away from the snow. Oh my God! The last storm we had when I lived up there, we had 42 inches. Actually, I still have a 50 Plymouth. I don't know if you saw it on my Facebook page, but I have a 50 Plymouth. It has a cracked windshield to this day because of that storm. And because I had the old visor that, you know, covers the visor. You know, the antique visor that sticks over the windshield. Right. And the weight of the snow was so heavy because they cropped that center part, because it's a split windshield, they propped that center part on the steel that's in the middle. And it put so much stress on it, it cracked the windshield on both sides, you know, both pieces. And like I said, 42 inches, that's a lot of weight. And I mean, I remember when I opened the door, I thought I walked into a different country. I mean, it was up to my waist. I mean, up to my chest almost. I was like, oh my goodness. It took me a whole day to shovel off the porch. And of course, I had to shovel off the roof. Too much of that snow couldn't cave a house in. And we kept hearing it on the news. I mean, get up on your roof, take it off, because if you don't, you're going to be sore. Because what ends up happening up there, it doesn't thaw, so it turns to ice. The next storm comes along, it adds more to it, and next thing you know, but anyways, I'm trying to get away from that nightmare. Please change the subject.
I moved to Texas just for that same reason. I got sick of the Ohio winters.
Oh, my God, it's terrible. Yeah. I mean, yeah. So, but anyways, yeah, I'm glad. Now, my goodness, if it snows in Tennessee, you just brush it off with a broom.
Yeah, the worst thing about, I lived out west of Nashville, and the worst thing about Tennessee was black ice more than anything.
Yes, you're absolutely right, yeah. I live on a ridge. A lot of people don't realize, but like on the song, the French song, if they look at that, what am I trying to say, that song, they will see on that movie, that's my street. I'm living in the country. I mean, I look outside my door and I've got goats for neighbors. And, I mean, down the road, there are cows over there. And, I mean, I love the country. I don't like the city. I mean, as much as I like to be among people, I love to be secluded in the country. I just love the trees. I love the greenery, you know.
Absolutely.
Yeah, but you're right. The black ice is a big problem up here. And I live up on a ridge, like I said, and there's times when we have some of those ice storms that come along. I'm stuck up here for 2 and 3, 4 days. Thank God I've got a nice wood stove, so even if we lose electricity, we still have a place to stay, you know, and I always stock up with, you know, a lot of wood beforehand. But I love living the country life. I mean, for a guy that was born and bred in the city, my heart's been in the country all my life, and obviously with my music as well. And I remember as a kid growing up as singing Johnny Cash and Hank Williams Sr. songs and stuff like that, and these kids are into Black Sabbath and all that stuff, and I really had a hard time fitting in. I really did. But I mean, I stuck with it because it was something I really loved. To sing songs like that, I mean, it's close to my heart, you know. Maybe because I was able to also play it and sing it would add another plus to it. You know what I'm saying? If you're able to do something, it's like fixing a car. If you're able to fix it, well, yeah, you can still being a mechanic. But if you can't fix the car, you might as well get out of it. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
And that's the same way when I was a kid. I think I stuck with it really heavily because I got to enjoy it and play it and whatnot. But anyways, as I was growing up, I mean, I was playing a lot of the venues that wanted the rock and roll, and I was this country, you know, that didn't fit. And so, but when I got a little older and found out that New Hampshire, just over, you know, we're talking 30 miles away, was eating up country. I mean, country was big over there. I didn't know that. And, oh, my goodness, I was like, oh, yahoo! I mean, like I said earlier, I felt like one of the Beatles. I mean, we played one set. We came off the stage and went grove with people, and it's like, oh, we weren't used to that. We were looking at each other. It's like, what's going on? I mean, why is this happening? We've been doing this for 20 years in Massachusetts, and not once did we ever get anything close to that. But anyways, country is my style, and I'll always stay there. And I mean, don't get me wrong, I like a lot of the old rock and roll, you know. I mean, you probably heard, you know, Blueberry Hill I've done, you know, and
of course.
Now, I mean, these are songs that people. That's another thing I like doing. A lot of people don't listen to these things anymore. I'm actually putting new feelings into songs that have been missing for years in people's lives, and I think that's the connection that people are getting with me, and I'm loving because they're saying, "Oh my God, I haven't heard that since I was a kid," you know. And it's like, it's making me feel like a kid that I did it. You know what I'm saying? But I'm telling you, I love it.
You sound just as happy as a kid, too. I think that's great.
Oh, I'm telling you. Can you blame me? Think about it.
Not at all.
Oh, my God. I'm telling you, I have 3 accounts, and I'm constantly jumping. Maybe people think I'm done. I'm just on the next account, because when I'm done reading all the stuff on one account, I've got to go to the other one, and I'm going to the next one, because each account has its own friends and its own life to it. And I am, you know, reading new things every minute. It's like whatever, you know what I'm saying. I mean, how much more can I say to the point where I love being connecting with, you know, with my life in this music. It's something that I've always got to be, you know, a country star. That's not where I'm aiming. I just want to put music that people say, "Oh my God, I love what I hear there," and put the feeling behind it, like they're in the same room that I'm singing it with them. I mean, that's a great connection to be. And I remember that same feeling, even though I'm all by myself in that little studio of mine, to put that same feeling into each and every song, so that way when it does go to the people, they can connect with it just as if they were in front of me. And that's an art to itself, to learn that and to get that. And another thing I love that I've done is every song that you hear, I self-taught myself to do my own recording studio. I basically would be on YouTube doing research after research, and I did that for 2 years, trying to come up with the best sound that I got. And I love that I found it, and it's only on here's the truth. You're going to blow your mind. The tower that I'm using is an old Dell XP. The mixer is a Mackie board and a $60 mic that I got at a pawn shop, and that's what you're hearing when you hear my songs. I didn't even pay $300 in total of what I am singing through to bring it to the world.
It sounds
and
great.
don't get me wrong, maybe there are better units out there. Don't get me wrong, I actually heard a couple of, you know, the songs that you played prior to mine. I'm like, yeah, I can hear the quality, but to be honest with you, I get that. They probably spent $1,000, and you know, I have a son that actually, got into recording in studios, and obviously he helped me out a little bit too to build the room to the point where it's to the specs of so you know the sounds can be. Here's a joke, not a joke, but the truth. I actually put so much rug in that room to the ceiling, to the walls, to the floor. My son says, "Oh, hey, Dad, you don't understand. You killed that room." I said, "What are you talking about? Killed the room? I thought you didn't want any sounds from the outside." He said, No. When you go to try to mix it back, you've actually made it so the highs have nothing to bounce off of. You're going to get nothing but lows." I says, "Wow." And man, this is something he learned that's, in recording schools. And so I came up with an idea, and he says, "Yeah, get some plywood, put it on the ceiling so it has something to reflect off of, and that way you will see it has something to reflect, and it goes back to your ears, so you can mix it right." And that was, I think, the biggest key to my recording studio that I never learned. I would probably be sounding terrible on account of something that was something I wasn't educated on, and who would have? But anyways, yes, I've talked your ears off enough.
Well, that's all right. We got to wrap it up. But you have websites and you have Facebook pages. Can you give out?
I don't have a website. I have things on YouTube and I have things on Facebook. Cool. I actually have a customer who just came to my studio just a few days ago saying he's going to make me a website. So that's something in the making I don't have yet. And I'm not going to lie to you, I don't even know what a website will do for me. I'm not green when it gets to that kind of stuff. But he tells me I can actually sell songs on it, da-da-da. And I don't know. But anyways, I'm just enjoying where I'm at. But go ahead. Yeah, I don't want to take all your time.
Oh, that's all right. I got 10 little questions for you I'd like you to answer.
Go for it. 10. Oh, my God. 10.
Right. And they're very easy questions. You'll enjoy this. Number 1, what's your favorite word?
Holy cows. I didn't know. It ain't a holy cows. Favorite word. I don't know. I've never brought that question onto my favorite word. I don't have one. Oh, you guys. That's from the north, so we'll go with that. Okay, you guys. Go ahead. Next question, please. Get me out of this one.
What's your least favorite word?
Oh, we don't need swears, but go ahead.
All right, number three. What turns you on?
My music. You probably heard that for the past hour.
Number 4, what turns you off?
Not having my music.
Number 5, what sound do you love besides your own?
What sound did you say?
Yeah, what sound do you love?
I love the bass guitar. I mean, that is something that rocks me. Every time I do a song, you can hear me you can hear me hum a song, but it's always the bass notes you'll hear. You'll never hear the song. But go ahead, yeah, bass.
What sound do you hate?
High-pitched noise. Yeah, I get a very sensitive ears for high-pitched noise.
What is your favorite curse word?
Oh, God damn it. I shouldn't have said that. No.
It's the internet. It's the internet. You can say what you like.
Go ahead.
What profession other than yours would you like to attempt?
I've already done it all. I mean, how many more lives do I have left to go on? I mean, I've done it all. I mean, I'm on my... Okay. I love fixing homes. I'm a very good carpenter. Not only am I a good mechanic, very good mechanic. I've been doing mechanics for 37 years. And like I say about my music, you've been doing it long enough. You're bound to get it right sooner or later. And I love carpentry because it's something new. I love wood. But, yeah, that's a thrill of mine. I love carpentry. But actually, I remember as a kid, because I never had any money, I needed a speaker. I would build the box. I would build everything, and I would buy the raw speaker and stick it in the box. I enjoyed carpentry. But go ahead, next question.
What profession would you not like to do?
Oh, gosh. Yeah, probably working in the septic tanks. I wouldn't give a shit about that one, but go ahead.
I think that's a Mike Rowe question. Number 10.
Good question. I love it. Good question.
Number 10, last one. If heaven exists, what would you like to hear God say when you arrive at the pearly gates?
I'm glad you directed a lot of people to me. I mean, serious. My gospel tunes are really touching a lot of people's lives, you know, and I love that. Mm-hmm.
Very good. That's it. We're done.
Mm-hmm. Thank you, my friend. I appreciate it so much.
Oh, thank you a million. Seriously, man.
Oh, no, thank you. And I hope I didn't talk your ears off, but I'll tell you right now, I enjoyed myself. Thank you so much. God bless.
Hey, you know what? I got to tell you, man, it's just like all my trips to the East Coast. I used to go to New York and Boston and all up and down the coast, and I'll tell you what, you're just like talking to those people there. I loved every minute of it.
You know many people, you know that Yanki show there where they have the 6 cars, on the radio. I think it's a radio station. I've been told by people, well, you sound just like those two. I think they're brothers. That actually, I don't know if you know. Oh, Click and Clack. That's what I'm trying to talk about.
That's right.
Yeah, and I think I sound just like that. But yeah, this is an old Yankee. I try to keep the Yankee stuff out of my music because obviously it's not quite country.
Close enough.
Thank you, guys. I appreciate it, and I really do. God bless. Thank you, and I enjoyed myself tonight.
Thanks a million, man, and good luck.
Have a good night.
Thank you. Good night, Donna. Bye-bye, guys.
Setting on your swing with the Yankee and the Brit on the RTM Radio Network.
There he is, Paul Marcil. Me and Paul.
In rough, rocky traveling, I'm finally standing upright on